The White House is monitoring the developing situation in the Middle East, as well as several other international issues. And today, the president spoke with Chinese President Xi Jinping for the first time since their last in-person meeting that happened in November. I want to bring in senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang to discuss all of this and more. Weijia, what are the early takeaways from that check-in meeting today?
So we're just getting some new details about what these two world leaders talked about. No surprises, because we did get a little bit of a preview, and the administration set pretty low expectations using the phrase, as you mentioned, a check-in, to make sure that they were talking, that there was open dialogue. But it turns out they did have a lot to talk about, and they talked about all the things that they focused on during that summit in California back in the fall, including a operation with Mexico to counter the entry of fentanyl into the U.S., so counter narcotics. They talked about the threat of artificial intelligence and how to counter that. They talked about the climate crisis and military-to-military communication, because you might remember there was a time when the U.S. picked up the phone and called China during the Chinese spy balloon incident, and there was no answer. So that was really important to President Biden to make sure that they could get someone on the line. They also talked about the South China Sea and the U.S.'s position about a one China policy, making sure that it is safe there and that there is peace with regard to Taiwan. They talked about concerns that the U.S. has with China supporting Russia in the conflict in Ukraine, as well as the complete denuclearization of North Korea. And so this was an extensive conversation, Lilia, which is important to note that, the administration just wants to be able to have talks like this, because there was some tension between the two countries that led to them not talking for quite a while. So just the fact that they are engaged is an important one, Lilia.
And Weijia, if you don't mind, let's bring it home to Florida. Massive repercussions with this new Supreme Court decision in Florida, putting abortion rights on the ballot. Massive because, on the one hand, it's possible that within 30 days, that 6-week ban will be implemented, but also for the Biden campaign. What do you see the campaign doing with this?
So the state of Florida, the Supreme Court actually had dual rulings. To your point, said that this 6-week ban could take effect in less than 30 days. On the other hand, they said that voters will have the final say when they vote on abortion rights in November. And that is exactly why the Biden campaign is pouncing now with a new ad that is airing in Florida, North Carolina, all the battleground states, where the president is directly speaking to voters, saying that he wants to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land. He name checks Donald Trump and says that is a threat to democracy. And here's why the campaign thinks that this issue puts the state in play for them. They believe they can flip votes. They are confident that it will get people to the polls. When you look at Florida now and the abortion regulations surrounding there, if someone in Florida wants to get an abortion, that's a 6-week ban there, they look at neighboring states and where they can go, and there are not a lot of options, Lilia. It is banned in Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama. In neighboring Georgia, there's also a 6-week ban. And in South Carolina, there's a 6-week ban as well. And so the campaign is saying, look at this map. It's essentially a ban on abortion, and that is why it's so critical to vote in November. And so they're hoping this plays out. But, there could be a chance that somebody votes for abortion rights and for Donald Trump. So until it's Election Day, we really don't know how this is going to impact the race, but they do think it is going to be energizing to get people out to vote.
Certainly. Weijia Jiang, great to see you. Thanks.